Thank you, Jay, and thanks, Hazel, for this beautiful book. And many, many thanks to Phil Hall, who's been with me all along through this, and to all of you for being here, and especially those who've come a very long way to be at this launch. So this is a long poem, and it is meant to be read straight through from the beginning. I'm not going to start at the beginning, but I'm going to jump around a little bit, but hopefully it still keeps its narrative. We are in France, and Arthur the contractor, who refuses to drywall anymore, asks me, "What are you going to do when you've done it all?" We are here, and we're there, in the Balkans. And we come from Canada, and I want to go to India. And the point was to live in Amsterdam, and learn Dutch, and read Opa Bert. Yet the point is not always the point in the end, since Bert is dead, and so is Friet, and the ones who are living are not the easiest to talk to, and don't necessarily want to talk to each other, but I hope they'll talk to me, even if I don't know what to ask. I'm a foreigner, and maybe that's a plus. We can behave like family and not like family, which means we should be polite, because we don't know each other that well. Round is just a shape. Not round is also just a shape, says Anu. The niece, me, the uncle, Michiel, his eyes, analyzing, absorbing, ingesting, the way I stand, the way I move, my eyes, my lips, my nose, a foreign creature filled with bits of his sister. You're 30% Saskia, says Nico, the man Friet married after affairing with Lucebert, after marrying Bert. At one point, she had 3 men going. Yeah, says her son. He, the mysterious he, thinks you are like some Greek goddess, Cleopatra. You walk around with this air about you, upward grace on a downward track. Because with a perception like that, there is nowhere to go but down, nowhere to be seen but festering between your own lost ideals, on the ground beside an ant, crying. Pause, 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 pause. This is Bert as I remember him, only eyes that invite you in, only wrinkles that invite you up into his head. In his house on the Koninginnenweg, with the paintings covering a wall, a collage, a black table, a red cupboard, glass candies in a bowl, the clinking they made when they touched. Bert gave me those candies. I took them to Canada, and that is how I remember him. Pause, 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 pause. Bert wasn't really a father, Michiel says. He was too busy being famous. That's what famous people do. Nights on the news desk, when a soldier dies and I don't care anymore. I just want to go home. It's 1 a.m. You've lost your soul, Wanda. I lost it back in Santiago when I wanted to take out Rebecca's ellipses, a drip of soul slithering away with every erasure, deleting words, revision, rewriting. Still, I think that everything is editing, or I did for a while when my head felt nothing else. People editing their lives. Those snowplows edit the street, scraping it clean. The gardener edits the ground. Please no green disturbances on this path, dank u wel. But it's strange because then you start to edit your life and the people around you, and people don't like that, especially not your husband. You shouldn't bring your work home with you, Michiel says. Right, true, but all of us do, especially the artists, those prickly characters who go around with their heads knotted tightly around their left knees. Tap them on the shoulder and they jump because you've disturbed their quiet churning, internal. The grooves in space, kept light, kept still, until touch softens the grip, a cardinal line wrapped in tight, incisive eddies, in air instead of water. Craig says, "You're looking through me, like you don't even see me." On top together, squished by congestion, stepping, gliding, avoiding each other's toes. Michiel, springtime in Amsterdam, how lovely when all the girls put their skirts on again. The symphony, honk, 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 ee-ah, on the roads, the zipping around in a rickshaw or on the back of a motorbike, the colors, the ripe red of an apple, chilies firing green spice from piles on a market floor, saris singing in sapphire. In Frenois, drinking rosé, we talk about two lovers and how that love doesn't come around too often. Not true, Michiel says. You can fall in love anytime. I walk outside and I fall in love. Thanks.